Hi, mamas. This is Emily. I am a full-time mother, among other things, to three beautiful kids: Emerson, who is 10, Aylin, who is 8, and little Eliana, who is 5 months. I do exclusively breastfeed, so I get a lot of questions every day on how can I produce more? How can I get a freezer full of breast milk like I see all these wonderful mamas doing on YouTube or Instagram or wherever? Um, so I would like to help you guys with some tips and tricks on what I do to implement my nursing. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is whatever you pump is not an indication on how much your baby is receiving. So if you're only able to pump 2 ounces, it doesn't mean that your baby is not getting enough. There's only 2% of women in the world who actually have a very low supply. As long as your baby is gaining weight and has plenty of dirty diapers and wet diapers, your baby is getting enough. There are some women who are overproducers, and there are some women who are underproducers. I'm a normal producer, but I'm still able to get about 12 ounces a day to freeze. And that's enough for 3 feedings for my little Ellie Bell. So I did want to put that disclaimer out there. Don't think that your baby is not getting enough if you can't pump. You might just not respond to the pump, or you might need a different pump, and we'll cover all that today. So the very first recommendation that I have is good nutrition. When you have your baby, a lot of you are focused on automatically losing that baby weight and looking nice again, right? However, you need to eat. Your baby is going to be sucking all the calories out of you, and it's not going to leave you with anything. You're going to feel horrible all the time. I recommend oatmeal for the start of the day. A lot of healthy fats also. Oatmeal will induce more milk supply, which is good. And I mean, if you're producing enough for your baby and nothing afterwards, as long as your baby's fed, that's what counts, right? But oatmeal is a good start, and it will also induce milk supply. I also recommend very good hydration, you guys. Not sodas, not juices, water. I drink 2 cups of coffee every morning. That's enough. The caffeine doesn't get into my breast milk. And Eliana doesn't get gassy or anything with the caffeine. I have heard some babies do get gassy because of caffeine. So you really have to know your baby and watch out for some warning signs that whatever you ate or drank might be messing with them, and you don't want a cranky baby. So I love Life Water. You guys, any water is fine. I prefer water with electrolytes in it because it helps me keep refreshed and helps me keep going. I usually have a tumbler. Find out, like, do you like drinking from a straw better? Do you like drinking from a glass better? I like drinking from bottles. So I have a nice tumbler. It's stainless steel. It keeps my water cold, and it helps me drink more because I take it everywhere with me. Another way to stay hydrated is this Body Armor Super Drink. You guys, I just tried this maybe last week, and it has helped my supply so much. This is the blackout berry flavor. It tastes so good. It's not overly sweet, but they do have a bunch of different flavors. It is made with coconut water, and coconut water is proven to increase breast milk supply. I don't like coconut at all, and coconut water to me is disgusting. However, these flavors, you can't taste the coconut at all. They're delicious, and it helps me increase breast milk supply. The next thing I want to cover is this little contraption here. Was maybe $13 on Amazon. It is a haka. What you are going to do with it is you're going to flip the flange back like this. See, like that. I get all the air out and then suction mine in first, and then I place my nipple right in the middle, and then I let the suction go and make sure it's on my breast nice and even, and I flip the flange back. And when I'm nursing, what it does is it collects all the letdown. I've seen some women get 4 ounces in this. I usually get about a ½ ounce to an ounce, which is perfectly fine with me, because if I wasn't using it, it would just be going all over me or the baby or a nursing pad. If you don't like the haka, you always have nursing pads or, whatever. I've never liked nursing pads. They just, I don't like them at all. But I did get these as a sample from Target, I believe. So I definitely recommend a haka over the nursing pads, but hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. I'm just giving different options right now. I do highly suggest different kinds of manual pumps as well. This is just a regular Medela whatever. I don't like this one because it's like you're just constantly pumping it back and forth and back and forth. But sometimes it helps get a letdown going. This is a Medela Symphony. I don't have all the parts connected to it. No, this is the Medela Harmony. I'm sorry. But this one works great. This one is just so easy. One side, you move it to get the letdown. The other side is actually when you start pumping. I get quite a bit from this. I'll be right back. My little love bug is awake from her morning nap, and I need to go get her really quick. So, okay guys, I have my little girl with me. This is Eliana, and she's just waking up, and she's just so curious about everything. Oh, yeah? What do you see? So, yeah, I definitely recommend getting a manual pump, only because sometimes it's easier to get a letdown or a suction, or you can get it in the right rhythm that you need. I use mine sometimes, only when I'm really engorged, but not all the time. So, the next thing I want to go over is the correct size flange. A lot of women's breasts are different shapes. There's all different shapes, sizes, colors of breasts and nipples, and you want to make sure that you have the right size flange, because if you, I don't know if you can see this, let's see, inside of the tube, if your nipple is rubbing up against the inside of the tube, it is going to be very, very uncomfortable, and all you're going to need is a wider tube. That's it. And it will make pumping so much easier for you, and a lot more comfortable. And if you don't have the right size, you're not going to get a lot of milk out either, right? She's just looking around. I have all these things set up. You're going to want different tubing or different little containers. These little sizes, it carries an ounce, I think, an ounce. Yeah, an ounce. I was almost about to say 1.5 ounces. But these actually are good for when I use my haka, because I pour any little milk in there and I put these little caps on it and throw it in the refrigerator. And then whatever I've collected in my haka at the end of the day, I go ahead and I freeze. And that's perfect for me. These ones I usually use towards the end of the day. It goes ahead and it connects right into your breast pump little thing. I don't even know what they're called, and I'm a mom, and I breastfed 3 children. I should know what these things are called, but it hooks right on. The end of the day, I don't get as much when I pump as first thing in the morning, which is very common for a lot of women. So I usually use the smaller size. These carry 2.5 ounces. So again, whatever I get at the end of the day, I go ahead and I freeze. Usually I freeze in 4 to 5 ounce increments. So these are the ones that I usually use first thing in the morning. These carry 5.5 ounces, and that's when I get really good letdowns. Ellie is usually, sometimes she eats all night, sometimes she sleeps through the night. It really just depends on what you want, huh? Yeah. She's looking at her big brother who's over there. Oh, she was. Huh. Yeah. Anyways, so these are great. These are awesome. So definitely get yourself a few different kinds. However, there are bags that you could get. These, oh, you like it nice, huh? These are the pumping bags made from Parents' Choice. Here, I don't want you playing with plastic. They're made by Parents' Choice, which is the Walmart brand, and these have a little preparation where you could just attach your pump in it and pump right into the bag. I could imagine that would be awesome. I've never done it, but get yourself a good bag. Parents' Choice is by far my favorite. They don't leak. They hold up to 6 ounces, which is perfect. Another little tip that I have, freeze your breast milk flat. Get all the air, you're going to pour your breast milk in the bag, and then get all the air out, and then freeze it flat. It is so much easier for storage, you guys. When I first started freezing breast milk, I was freezing them just upright. And it's like, in no time, my dog just fell down. She's crazy, I'm sorry. But in no time, it was filled. So if you freeze them flat, it's like, it's a game changer, you guys. The next thing I want to go over is some nipple cream. When you're nursing, a lot of times your nipples can become cracked and sore, and it turns a lot of nursing mothers off to the idea of breastfeeding their baby or pumping. Get yourself a good nipple cream, put it on there. A lot of women swear by just putting some breast milk on their nipple. It doesn't work for me. I don't know if I'm doing it right. But I really suggest nipple cream. This one is just a little sample I've got, and it's lasted me almost 5 months. And I rarely have to use it, and it's by Medela. It's the Tender Care Lanolin Cream. But I'm sure there's other brands out there. Really look at what works for you. So I think that concludes our video. Get yourself a nice pump. I have a Medela double advanced something or other. I'm not a really big fan of my pump, but I got it free from my insurance company, so I can't complain about that, right? So I want to know what you guys have done to increase your breast milk or anything like that. Oh, I do want to mention fenugreek. A lot of people say drink fenugreek, eat fenugreek, whatever. I do need to let you guys know it can affect women differently. Some women, it increases their supply. Some women, it doesn't do anything to their supply. And some women, it completely dries them up. So just be careful with fenugreek. And that's the main ingredient in mother's milk tea. I also have some fenugreek drinks that I don't drink, and I should, because it does help me increase my supply. But if there's anything else, then I will make another video that I can think of. But I'm pretty sure that's what I have came to the conclusion of. Again, I want to know what has helped you with your breast milk supply. Is it more hydration? Is it lots of rest, which every new mom wishes they had more of? Is it good nutrition? Is it some kind of old wives' tale myth, or maybe not myth? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we will see you next time. Say bye, Ellie. Say bye. Bye, guys.